Hi everybody, namaste. So a quick video this morning, Easter Monday. I'm on my way to work and there's some drama going on at work and there are so many birds outside today. It's beautiful Monday, but all of you are on holiday, I hope. And it's only me that has to go to work, but some of you need massages. And so yeah, there's some drama going on at work. And I was just thinking, I was feeling a little bit stressed to go, and I'm going to do some yoga, so I thought I might as well share it, but my son needs his computer because he's all motivated to get a job. Even though it's Easter Monday, it's Monday, so he's feeling very motivated, and I don't want to cringe on that. So I wanted to just motivate everyone else, and if you're at home and you get to be resting, then good for you. If you're feeling intense emotions lately, there's a lot of energy going around. There's some solar storms, there's some high intensity frequencies, so I think we might all be feeling fiery as I'm wearing red. And I was actually thinking about Jesus this morning, and the real Jesus, the real historical man, he did get mad from time to time. He wasn't always a saint. And so I've been thinking about this idea, especially with the drama at work. It's the idea that as long as we're living in our own personal integrity, with morals and ethics, of course, if you trust that in yourself, if you're being honest, then you can do whatever you want to do. You can hang with the downtrodden. I have this good girlfriend, and she's so unique and individual, and I just love all of her posts all the time. I love her life. I live vicariously through her. And she was talking about, last night she ran into this little homeless dude on the metro who was happily inebriated, and she mentioned liking people that were happily inebriated. So she chatted with him because she was worried he was going to fall out the doors when they opened. And they ended up having a great conversation and were friends by the her stop. And she was like, I wonder how many homeless ride the trains as much as they can at night. And it was this, I don't know, almost romantic, weird idea of the downtrodden. And so some people can just accept that darkness. We accept the dark world. We want to help people, the downtrodden. I've always loved that word, the downtrodden. And it's not easy to do. And I used to work downtown, and the homeless really had a big effect on my heart. But I've come to understand that there's karma and people make their own choices also. Some of them do have brain injuries and lives that were difficult, though, and so through work some people have come through that have had difficult lives and caused trouble, and so we'll just not focus our energies on that. We'll just stay in our own integrity. I know I'm not doing anything wrong, and I really do love trying to help those that do need the help. And like I said, lately some people have been talking to me about sobriety, and that makes me really happy because I really do want to encourage that in people, and the happier, higher vibrations, so that way we can help those that are downtrodden and need our help. And Jesus often, like the Mary Magdalene, healed and had great compassion for people that were not in the best, highest classes, right? So we have to accept everyone, and I hope one day we will accept that we are all actually in the same boat. We are all humans. We all have the same emotions deep down. We all have the same experiences. Anyway, if you're feeling fiery and angry about life lately, don't take it out on others. Make some changes in your life. Use this energy to push yourself forward, but let's not look back in anger. Everything happens as it should, so go with the flow and ease your way out of certain situations if you're not happy in them. But I think that as long as we all live in our integrity, as Jesus tried to teach, then we are raising our vibrations and living in those virtues. And it's not always easy, so we have to encourage ourselves. A lot of people project onto the homeless. A lot of people project onto people with mental illness. A lot of people project onto those that are trying to help them. None of it is easy. It's not an easy world out there. And to lighten that subject of that feed that my friend was talking about on Facebook this morning, I was like, oh, you know what, though? It makes me think of that Friends episode when Ross fell asleep and rode the train all the way to Montreal. When I was pregnant with Merlin, I watched Friends, all 10 seasons, I think 10 times. Anyway, we have to lighten up our vibrations, and this is also how we can work with the downtrodden, is just by keeping it light. Like, all of this can actually be funny, right? So live and laugh at it all. I'm going to just do a practice, and we're going to jump around. So if you feel fiery today and you have time to do a workout, do a workout. If you're angry and you want to do a workout, do a workout. So we're going to do a flow to House of Pain. And how I was saying, even Jesus was a real human, and he let himself get angry from time to time. He wasn't perfect. And a lot of people that end up on the spiritual path, it's because they're not perfect. Nobody ever said we were perfect. We're actually trying to improve now. It's about stepping onto the path. All right, so let's do a flow. House of Pain. Anyway, Jesus actually at one point walked into the church and was really pissed off, and he turned tables over. He let himself express himself. There was always this need, let your emotions out. Don't get violent or abusive to anybody, but try to let them out. Don't bottle everything down or try to be the good guy all the time. It's important to also, if you have to stand up for yourself, and if it's time to stand up for your morals or your ethics, and then use that power. Stand in your power. Believe in yourself. That's what it's all about. So have some pain and jump around. So just do a flow and let it all go. After you still
the house of pain is in effect, y'all. I say the house of pain is in effect. You know the house of pain is in effect, y'all. And anyone that steps up is getting wrecked.
So yeah, that idea of, I was just thinking about it more when I was doing that, when you're standing in the warrior, and you're opening all of your chakras up, and you're really opening up your power center. When we step into our own power and know what our values are, who we really are apparently is what our values are. It's interesting. So we're careful what we teach our kids, we're careful what we represent, and we try to live in that integrity. And when you're living in that power, nobody can sway you, nothing can sway you, nothing can manipulate you anymore, nothing can push you over. You're strong and rooted in who you are. Maybe that's where it gets more easy to release all the projections everybody else puts onto you and not take things personally, because everybody else hurt people. People lie, cheat, and steal all the time to defend their egos, to defend themselves. And like I was saying the other day, people only love to their level of awareness, and so their level of awareness is what creates their behavior, and we have to have compassion for that and just not take it all. Don't take it all on, and don't project onto others, and help the people around you recognize that that's the key to freedom. Anyway, I was reading quickly, and for some reason I actually didn't want to this morning, but I was reading quickly my astrology for the week, and it was really just harmony. And I thought, that's just so beautiful, and I stopped reading. I'm going to leave it on a good note and just say, let's stay in harmony this week. When our head and our heart are finally in harmony, finally in agreement, that cohesion happens. Check out the Heart Math Institute. Much to be found there, but that's where we really can spread our energy for the good. Often we just live in our head. I've spent many years just living in my head, so we got to get into our bodies, and when we're in our bodies, we feel our spirits flow. But harmony made me think of Jewel, and I love Jewel, and she went through many trials and tribulations before she got to where she is. And she's a really beautiful soul, I think, and I still listen to her music. And this is a duet she does with her guitar player, and sometimes soulmates come in all shapes and sizes, and the two of these really share this love, and I love this duet. So speaking of harmony, I find these two are just really lucky. They're not together, but they're really lucky to have this bond, and she talks about it a little bit at the beginning of this song, so we'll just listen and do a lie down practice. And I just wanted to spread for everybody to be jumping around in their happiness instead of in their frustration and anger, moving on in a good way and not looking back, and staying in harmony. For the rest of the week, I'm going to be busy, so I won't be doing too many videos, but let's just enjoy the harmony of these two. And then I'll let my son take his computer.
Holtz is the guy in the music video.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah!
I'm going like this.
Here, I'm going to actually show.
And I wrote poems on him.
I'm not wearing the shirt.
Yeah.
People used to go, that's the dude from the Jewel video.
It was so special to know Steve from before I was living in my car, to when I was living in my car, to getting discovered.
Here, I'll put it here.
He opened for me every show. He was also in my band. We've traveled the entire world together. He's an amazing friend.
I hear the clock at 6 a.m. I feel so far from where I've been. I got my eggs and my pancakes too. Got the maple syrup, everything but you. I bake the yolks and make it smell it fast. Kinda like in a brand new place. I like the spots of me. Don't leave the keys in the door. I never put wet towels on the floor anymore, 'cause dreams last for
called a cup of coffee, but it didn't want to talk. Picked up the paper, it was more bad news. More hearts being broken, more people being used. Put on my coat in the pouring rain. I saw a movie, but it wasn't the same. It was happy, then I was sad. It made me miss you, oh so bad, 'cause
Dreams last so long, even after you're gone. And I know you love me, and soon you will see you were meant for me. I was meant for you. I go about my business, I'm doing just fine. Besides, what would I say if I had you all the line? Same old story, not much else to say. Hearts are broken every day.
You have to stay strong.
I brush my teeth and put the cat back on. I know you hate it when I leave the lights on. So pick a book up and turn the sheets down and take a deep breath.
And I
And
go.
I'm gonna go round, put on my PJs and hop into bed. Have a life, but I feel mostly dead. Tell myself it'll be alright. Just don't think anymore tonight, 'cause dreams last so long, even after you're gone. And I know you love me, soon you'll see you were meant for me. I was meant for you. Yeah, you were meant for me. I was meant for you.
So pretty. So yeah, we're all meant to play different roles in each other's lives. Some for worse, some for better. Let's just try not to look back in anger. Forgive and move on. Understand the lessons learned. Have a bigger perspective. If you feel too into it, try to get a perspective. Do a practice where you can have a little kill, like a step back. I found a big message for me is to just take a time out, take a breather before you react so that you can respond nicely. That's a big lesson for me. So as an Aries, fiery Aries, so let your energy out, jump around, do a workout. But feel free to express yourself if you need to express yourself. Stand up for yourself. Don't let yourself get pushed over or bullied if you are actually living in your integrity and believe in what you were doing. And even if your reasons are weird, if they're ethical, it's okay. If you're trying to help, it's okay. And the downtrodden do need the help of the stronger. And sometimes the stronger got there because they were at one point downtrodden. And we have to show others how to pick themselves up because we can only pick ourselves up. I can't be picking you guys up and nobody else could pick me up. I had to pick myself up. And so I'm a bit tough love. I think Jesus was too. So come on. Easter Monday, let's get your life in order. But don't let it out on others. Let your energy out in productive, creative, positive ways. If you feel like you can't control something, get creative instead and start going with the flow of energy instead of fighting against the energy of our lives. Have everything be in harmony. Harmonize your head and your heart. heart. And then there's cohesion. And hopefully we can spread that out into the world, because that's what the world needs now. It's the true form of love. Not for any ulterior motive. It's unconditional. It's just to have everyone on the planet feel good. We are all one, so let's all come together to encourage each other, not put each other down, but lift each other up. In love and light. Jump around. Happy Easter.